The American Civil War, fought between the Union in the North and the Confederacy in the South. The Civil War was one of America's bloodiest wars.
But how did it all start? What caused the United States to divide? The division occurred when our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, was elected. He had campaigned against the spread of slavery, so when he was elected, 7 states in the South broke their ties to the U.S. and decided to form their own country, the Confederate States of America. Jefferson Davis was selected president of this new country. Conflict began when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in South Carolina on April 12, 1861. This led to the formation of volunteer armies in each state in the Union. However, 4 more states also broke away from the U.S. to join the Confederacy. So now, with 11 states in the Confederacy and 25 states forming the Union, the Civil War began. The Civil War lasted 4 years. Over that course of time, the Union and Confederacy engaged in several major battles, including the Battle of Antietam, the Battle of Shiloh, and the Battle of Gettysburg. Some of the military leaders for the Union include William Sherman, Ambrose Burnside, from whom we get the term sideburns, and Ulysses S. Grant, the man who became president after Abraham Lincoln. Some of the Confederate military leaders include Joseph E. Johnston, Thomas Stonewall Jackson, and Robert E. Lee. The Civil War ended on April 9, 1865, when Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at the Appomattox Courthouse. However, by this time, an estimated 625,000 Americans were already casualties of war. This is roughly half of all American casualties in American-involved wars. Even President Lincoln can be considered a casualty of war. On April 15, 1865, a mere 6 days after Robert E. Lee's surrender, President Abraham Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. He was attending a play at Ford's Theater. He became the first U.S. president to be assassinated. In the following years, slavery was completely abolished and the states were once again united under one flag. Thus ended the Civil War, one of the biggest turning points in our country's history.